India Today.
And the latest updates coming in. We're tracking the story for you viewers. This is the latest coming in from the Supreme Court on the Prime Minister's security lapse case, defining our news agenda. Supreme Court appointing 4-member committee into Prime Minister's security breach. Our top story right now, Justice Indu Malhotra, DG or nominee NIA, DG Chandigarh, DGP Security, Punjab are a part of the panel. Registrar General of High Court to submit all the records to the chairperson. Our battery of reporters are bringing you up to speed with the very latest development. First, let's go over to Anisha Mathur. Anisha, encapsulate all that transpired in the Supreme Court today. Over to you.
Well, Chelsea, a very short hearing today as the Chief Justice's bench has read out its verdict. Now, remember, on Monday, after taking note of all the arguments from all sides, the court had said that they would be setting up a committee. And today, this five-member committee has been set up with former Supreme Court Judge Indu Malhotra as the chairperson, including 4 officials. This is the DG NIA, the DGP of Chandigarh, the ADGP of Punjab government, as well as the Registrar General of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. What is also important is that the Supreme Court has expressed its very dissatisfaction at how this entire situation has played out. The court has said that given taking note of the arguments presented from all sides, we believe that a one-sided probe will not be proper in this particular situation, that this situation needs an impartial judicial probe and including senior officials who are aware of how the probe process works. So these are very, very crucial observations from the Apex Court, given how this entire, for the last few days, we've seen statements coming from the centre as well as from the Punjab government, the kind of arguments we saw in the court itself, where the centre and the Punjab government had pointed fingers at each other. And now the Supreme Court saying that there needs to be an impartial probe into not only what happened, but also the terms of the reference of this particular panel include the responsibility to give recommendations on what should be done so that something like this does not happen again. So while this panel will be looking into what exactly happened on January 5th, what kind of lapses were there, what kind of communication happened between the Punjab police forces and the SPG, which was responsible for the Prime Minister's security. It will also look into possible suggestions on what can be done to enhance the the security preparedness, not just of the Prime Minister, but also other constitutional functionaries who
Re-establish the connection right there to Anisha Mathur in just about a bit, but this is an order that was passed by Chief Justice of India NV Ramana and Justices Surya, Kant and Hima Kohli. This was on a plea seeking a court-monitored probe into the alleged security breach during Prime Minister Modi's Punjab visit, and all of whatever comes out of this particular probe panel report also will have huge political repercussions, because remember, Punjab is now going into polls too. Manjeet Sehgal with us. Manjeet, there's going to be huge political ramifications that will follow no matter what the report ends up saying on and whatever the finding of the report is on ground. You will see ahead of the Punjab election a lot of political repercussions.
Yes, indeed, Chati. Bharatiya Janata Party has decided to make Prime Minister's security breach as a major poll playing, saying that the state government, which cannot secure the cavalcade of the Prime Minister, how it will secure the common citizen. So this is how Bharatiya Janata Party has decided to make and raise this issue during the assembly elections. Not only the Aam Aadmi Party, but other parties as well, be it the Punjab Lok Congress of Captain Amrinder Singh, be it the Shiromani Akali Dal, or be it the Aam Aadmi Party, all has decided to raise this issue during the elections, as security is a primary concern. Punjab happens to be a border state which shares a huge border with the hostile neighbor Pakistan, where infiltration bids and smuggling of arms and ammunition is a commonplace. Remember, drones have entered up to 15 kilometers in Punjab. The Punjab police has arrested at least 8 terrorists during the past week. 6 were arrested in Nawaz Shahar 3 days back, and 2 were arrested in Moga with huge cache of arms and ammunition. So security has been a primary concern, and Captain Amrinder Singh has been raising this issue and has termed the Charanjit Singh Channi government as inefficient, saying the Home Minister Sujinder Singh Randhawa had no experience to handle the Home Department. That is why a breach took place, was reported in Prime Minister's security. And besides these political ramifications, there are some glaring facts that have also
absolutely. So I want all of you to stay back with us, because you all are getting us all the latest updates and developments as well. For now, thanks very much. But India Today's explosive special investigation into the breach in Prime Minister's security has now ended up sending